This is the Inner Beauty Project, and today is our first actual video. So today we're going to be talking about the basics of self-esteem, and I've been doing a lot of reading and just seeing what people have to say about this topic, and I feel like people make it way more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a very complex topic. There's a lot of different layers to it, but in order to really start to understand it, you have to start at a basic foundation. And so, essentially, self-esteem is just the way a person feels and thinks about who they are. And this, just look at self-esteem as a line. This is self-esteem. So somebody with low self-esteem, they're going to be really easily influenced by what other people's opinions of them are and just a ton of other stuff, basically external influences coming in. And so, here comes Betty. And she is just so excited about your haircut you just got. She is just like, that bounce, that shine, that volume, girl, give me your stylist number. You look great. Never looked better. Okay, so you're just like, wow, you're like way up here. You are so excited because guess what? That's you. Way up here with great hair, okay? And then here comes some mean person. Did you get dressed in the dark this morning or something? Because, what are you doing there with that little combo? So you're just like, oh, you're feeling really sad because you're believing what this person's saying is true. And you're just like, really sad. You don't have very good style, apparently, according to the mean person. But then, here comes this person you've had a crush on for a long time, and they are just, totally digging you, and they ask you out on a date, and you're just, way back up here again. So, this roller coaster ride of the self-esteem, it's not good. We can't, our goal is to just kind of get this as stable as possible. And it's kind of like that old nursery rhyme. I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you. Okay, so that rhyme is genius. Did you guys ever think of that? It's like, when I was a kid, I was just like, okay, rubber and glue. I just thought of Elmer's, But no, it's genius. So, the people are going to say some stuff to you, and it's just going to kind of bounce off. Like, you have this belief about yourself, and it's right here. And, sometimes it is going to kind of go in a wave like this, but hey, you're only human, it's fine. And it's just, the goal is to just keep it as steady and stable as possible. And, there is a huge difference between loving yourself and being in love with yourself, okay? You can't be walking around going, why don't you just take a picture? It'll last longer, okay? Just look at me. I know, you can't help yourselves. I know, me talking to you right now is making your day, but I'm just so perfect and hot and just so cool. So, yeah, no. Okay, that's all I gotta say. No. That's called being arrogant and narcissistic, and nobody likes that. Nobody likes being looked down on. No. So people who have genuinely high self-esteem actually kind of have a humbleness about them because they don't necessarily think that they're better or worse than anyone else. Because instead of constantly comparing themselves to other people, they've already accepted the fact that they are who they are and they're never gonna be anyone else. And having good self-esteem is basically just having positive thoughts and feelings towards who you are and what you do. And people with good self-esteem they have high amounts of respect for themselves, and they just have a pretty good idea of who they are as a person and what they want out of life. And self-esteem is so important to a person in their life just because it affects so much, and it's the underlying factor to so many different areas in their life. It affects how you treat other people, your relationships, the goals and dreams you set for yourself, your actions. Just, I could go on and on about what it can affect. And you really do have to love yourself before you can truly love other people, or just, you know, life in general. Self-esteem is just never gonna be perfect for anyone, and it is something that people have to really be aware of and kind of work at and build at constantly, but it is so worth it, and it'll do nothing but positive things for you and your life. So like I said, it's complex and there's a lot of different layers, but just think of every video that's about to come as kind of like a building block, or a puzzle piece even, to this foundation that we're building. And this is, you know, this represents kind of the line, the self-esteem. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this video, and you guys have a great day, and just remember that you are beautiful, and let's just make this world a more genuinely beautiful place together. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.